Everyone keeps asking me, how much does it really cost to live in Mauritius? Well, today I'll tell you the truth, from the inside. Not the tourist pitch, not what the real estate ads promise, but the real cost of living here, as a local. And as someone who lives here, I'll guide you through every major expense, rent, food, transport, with stories and local tips you won't hear anywhere else. Housing and rent. Let's start with rent. If you want a simple apartment in a village or a small town, you can find one for around 15,000 to 25,000 rupees per month. That's roughly 300 to 500 euros. But if you want to live by the beach, Grand Bay, Flick and Flack, or the West Coast, right? Expect to pay much more. A nice apartment or villa with sea view can easily go over 50,000 rupees. Some luxury places reach 100,000 or more. I have friends here, Mauritians and expats. Some live simple and spend little. Others live the luxury lifestyle. One of my friends lives in a cozy studio in Catbourne for 18,000 rupees a month. Small, but central and practical. Another lives in a sea view villa in Tamarin for over 120,000. A dream house with pool and sunset views every night. In Mauritius, your budget really defines your experience. Something important to remember is that short-term rentals for tourists are usually more expensive. But if you negotiate for long-term stays, especially off-season, you can find hidden gems at fair prices. And don't forget, locals often know someone renting, so connections matter here. My cousin found a 2-bedroom apartment, just steps from the lagoon, for half the price listed online, all because he asked a neighbor. Another factor, furnished versus unfurnished. Many apartments come fully furnished, but not all. Always double check. Furnishing yourself can add hidden costs, so it's worth considering what's included up front. Food and groceries. If you eat local, it's affordable. At the market, you can get fresh vegetables, tropical fruits, spices, and fish for cheap. But if you want imported products, European cheese, Nutella, or fancy wine, that's where your shopping bill goes up fast. Me, I always say, eat Mauritian, save money, and honestly, the food tastes better. A kilo of tomatoes can cost 30 rupees at the market, while a small block of French cheese might be 350. You see the difference. And if you love cooking, local markets offer seasonal produce that's full of flavor. You'll discover unique ingredients like shushu, jackfruit, or local greens that don't exist in European supermarkets. Cooking Mauritian at home is not just budget-friendly, it's a culinary adventure. A quick example, a full Mauritian curry for 4 people, with rice, rougaille, lenti, and vegetables, can be made for under 500 rupees total. Try that with imported ingredients, and you'll spend 4 times more. Some expats shop at supermarkets only and complain about high prices, but locals mix it up. Weekly market runs for fresh items, bulk goods from wholesalers, and only essentials from supermarkets. That's how you keep costs down. Let's not forget street food. A bowl of boulettes, a serving of fried noodles, or a sandwich roti, delicious and affordable. And snacks like gato pima or samosas cost next to nothing. Eating well on a tight budget is not only possible here, it's part of everyday life. Now transport. Transport depends on how independent you want to be. Buses are super cheap, but don't expect them to be fast or always on time. Taxis? Expensive for everyday use. Most locals and expats buy a car. A small used car starts around 150,000 rupees, 3,000 euros. Fuel? Currently, petrol costs around 65 to 70 rupees per liter. If you want freedom, a car almost becomes essential here. For example, I live just outside of town, and without a car, I'd spend 2 hours a day just trying to get groceries or go to work. There's also the Metro Express, the light rail, running from Port Louis to Cure Pipe. It's clean, modern, and affordable, but limited to certain regions. For everything else, you'll need to mix buses, car, or scooters. Many young Mauritians prefer scooters as a means to save fuel and avoid traffic. And parking? Let's just say, scooters win that game too. Some areas also have informal shared taxis, especially in rural areas. They're cheaper than private taxis and faster than buses. Just ask a local how to find them. And if you plan to live in the Central Plateau or work in different towns, knowing these little transport hacks can really help. Utilities and internet. Electricity, water, internet, average monthly bills are manageable. A small apartment, expect around 2,000 to 4,000 rupees for utilities. Internet, fiber optic is available in many areas. Speed is decent, but in some remote places, don't expect miracles. Most providers offer packages from 1,000 to 2,000 rupees monthly for good speed. One tip, if you're working remotely, invest in a good router or even a backup 4G hotspot. Power cuts are rare, but internet dips happen, especially during cyclonic weather. That said, Mauritius is improving a lot in digital infrastructure. And yes, Netflix works perfectly, even in the middle of the island. And if you're into streaming or gaming, most areas have options now for high-speed fiber. Just check the coverage before you move. Eating out and lifestyle. Now, my favorite part, food and lifestyle. Street food here is part of daily life. Dolpuri, around 20 rupees. Gato pima, 10 rupees. A plate of meen freer or refrier, around 150 to 200 rupees. And of course, an ice-cold Phoenix beer, around 60 rupees, pure Mauritian pride. There's also boulettes, samosas, aluda, all for under 100 rupees. It's not just cheap, it's part of our culture. Snack bars are everywhere. Some are legendary and have been around for decades. Restaurants. You have everything. From local snack bars to fancy seaside restaurants. A typical meal at a mid-range restaurant costs around 400 to 600 rupees. Fine dining can easily go beyond 2,000 rupees per person. But the vibe? Always relaxed. Even at high-end places, you'll often see people in sandals and shorts. It's Mauritius. And if you're in the mood for something special, many hotels open their restaurants to non-guests. You can enjoy a romantic dinner or a stylish cocktail night with ocean views and live music. It's a fantastic experience. But of course, the prices reflect the setting. Expect to pay premium rates, especially in 5-star resorts. Think 3,000 to 6,000 rupees for dinner and drinks for 2. Don't forget leisure. Beach outings are free and public spaces are open to everyone. You can swim, snorkel, hike, or just enjoy a coconut by the sea, all without spending much. That's one of the island's biggest perks. Nature doesn't cost a thing. And nightlife depends on your style. You can have a chill drink on the beach or go dancing in Grand Bay. Local rum is cheap and strong, but always drink responsibly. Bonus: hidden costs you should know about. Let's talk about those expenses no one mentions. Health insurance. If you're a foreigner, especially working remotely, private insurance is a must. Plans range from 1,500 to 6,000 rupees per month depending on coverage. Schooling. If you have kids, public schools are free, but many expats choose private or international schools, which can cost 10,000 to 25,000 rupees monthly, sometimes more. Banking fees, mobile plans, or even buying furniture for an unfurnished apartment, these can add up. Also, during cyclone season, repairs, backup supplies, or weather damage may catch you off guard. Always good to budget a little extra for the unexpected. And visa fees, residency permits, or work permits, those costs vary depending on your status. Always check the latest rules before relocating. Conclusion. So, how much does it cost to live here? It depends. If you live like a Mauritian, it's affordable. If you chase luxury every day, Mauritius can get expensive fast. But that's the beauty of this island. You can choose your lifestyle. I've met people living here on 600 euros a month and others spending 3,000. The difference? Mindset, choices, connections. It's not about how much you spend. It's about how you live. Compared to Europe, rent is lower, markets are cheaper, but imported goods can cost more. But when your backyard is the beach and your dinner costs 2 euros, it's a trade-off many are happy to make. In the next video, I'll take you to the markets and show you real prices, up close. If you want to see Mauritius, really see it. Subscribe to M360, Inside Mauritius. I'll show you this island from the inside.